Good afternoon, my Real News Midday TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update. And in the news this afternoon, man fatally shot after opening fire on cops at a Clarendon party. A man was fatally shot by the police during an alleged confrontation at a party in Longbow District in Town, Clarendon on Sunday morning. Police identified the man as Andre Ingram, 41, otherwise called Jazz, a resident of Town. A police report said that about 1:40 a.m., Ingram was at a permitted party in Longbow District, firing shots from a prohibited firearm. The police were alerted, and on their arrival at the entertainment event, Ingram reportedly opened fire at the cops. Police said evasive action was taken and the gunfire was returned, at which point Ingram was shot and injured. Ingram was taken to the Percy Junior Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. Police said a Taurus 9mm pistol containing 7 live rounds and bearing a serial number was seized. About 40 Haitians land in Portland. Approximately 40 Haitians landed at a beach near Ross Creek, Long Bay in Portland on Sunday. The group, which comprised the men, women, and the children, including a baby, was picked up by the police, who were supported by members of the Jamaica Defense Force. The group was later transported to a holding area at the Castle Police Station near Priestman's River in the parish, where the Haitians are to undergo screening and medical checkups. One Portland resident, Johan Edwards, the owner of Irish Sustainable Seafood, told the news that he provided some of the Haitians with juices and snacks after realizing that they were dehydrated and hungry. So with permission from a member of the security forces, I purchased the snacks and refreshment for the people, including a small baby, he commented. And it is obvious that they are in need. It would appear that they were at sea for probably 4 to 5 days. I saw men, women, children, and babies. Helping people is what I do, and I did just that, he added. Residents claimed that the 20-foot boat with a small engine attached came ashore the rocky terrain at Ross Creek shortly after 6 a.m. Sunday. Bank taxi operator charged with rape and abduction. 22-year-old bank taxi operator Clifton Brissett, otherwise known as a Poncho, of Salt Spring, Green Island in Hanover, has been charged with rape, abduction, and indecent assault following an incident in York Hill District in the parish on February 27. The Lucy police say about 3:30 p.m., a woman was walking along the roadway when Brissett allegedly approached her, pulled her into bushes, and sexually assaulted her. A report was made to the police, and an investigation was launched into the matter. On May 7, Brissett turned himself into the police. He was charged on May 16 after he was pointed out in an identification parade. He is scheduled to appear in the Hanover Parish Court on May 20. Garage operator and co-accused freed in stolen motor vehicle case. A garage operator and another man who were charged with receiving a stolen motor vehicle were freed on Thursday after a parish court judge upheld a no-case submission. Alpheus Drummond, a garage operator, and Courtney Smith were charged on April 14, 2022 with receiving stolen property following the recovery of motor vehicle parts at the Drummond's business place. It was alleged that Smith sold a white Toyota Axio to Drummond for $200,000. Several vehicle parts believed to be from a Toyota Axio were later found on his premises. The case arose from a 2020 incident in which a woman borrowed her friend's white Toyota Axio to conduct business in Midday, Clarendon. She reported the vehicle stolen after returning to find it missing from where she had parked it. A report was made at the Midday police station, and investigations conducted by detectives from the Counter-Terrorism and the Organized Crime Division later linked the theft to a group of men from the parish. During the trial, defense attorneys John Jacobs, who represented Drummond, and Dwight Reese, who appeared for Smith, argued that there was no evidential link between their clients and the stolen vehicle. Jacob submitted that, although parts were found at his client's garage, the prosecution failed to present identifying features such as the license plate, engine number, or chassis number necessary to prove the parts came from the stolen vehicle. Parish Court Judge Andrea English agreed, ruling that the prosecution had not established a sufficient case for the men to answer. Opposition slams the government over separate census targeting persons with disabilities, citing poor planning. The opposition People's National Party says the government's failure to integrate a census targeting persons with disabilities into the ongoing national population census underscores yet another bungled priority by the Andrew Holness administration. Minister of Labor and Social Security Pernell Charles Jr. announced the census targeting persons with disabilities during his contribution to the 2025-2026 sectorial debate in the House of Representatives last week Tuesday. Opposition spokesperson on finance, Julian Robinson, says while the census is a welcome step towards inclusive governance, by slowing the disability census, the government risks fragmenting vital data, delaying targeted interventions, and perpetuating systemic gaps in service delivery for vulnerable communities. A standalone disability census is not inherently flawed, but its separation from the broader national exercise reflects poor planning and wasted resources. This administration's chronic inability to execute the national census on a schedule has already hampered Jamaica's development agenda. Now they compound the problem by pursuing piecemeal solutions instead of holistic, efficient data collection, he said in a statement to the media on Sunday. He noted that the national census, originally slated for 2021, has faced repeated delays, most recently pushed to 2025, despite its irreplaceable role in gathering comprehensive data on population size, distribution, and the socioeconomic characteristics. This information is the bedrock of effective policymaking, equitable resource allocation, and the strategic infrastructure development, he added. Accurate, integrated data is not a luxury, it is a necessity. Every month of delay erodes our ability to craft evidence-based policies. The government's haphazard approach betrays a lack of urgency in serving all Jamaicans, especially those most in need, he argued. Robinson urged the administration to expedite the national census, incorporate disability metrics seamlessly, and cease its pattern of mismanagement. Jamaica deserves competence, not a continued chaos, he added. Guys, thank you for watching. See you this evening at 6 p.m. for another news update.